Boys, we have just finished 16 laps in the season race. Welcome back into another video. The last video we didn't absolutely finish for 16 laps to collect from, and this is going to be for 20 laps from this season. I cannot wait. This is going to be really too hard. In our next season, we're going to be doing something a little bit randomly as well. I got this motorcycle for the last time, 4,200. I mean, this is gonna be trophies like this one as well. So before we're gonna be reaching all the way to 6,500, maybe I should be able to do this for its perfect time. And remember, in this last video it was probably loud as well. Let's go for the season 9 race for just only one thing. And we just came back to going around here for just a little bit the first time that we're spently using by the motorcycles like this thing as well. And I cannot believe that is absolutely cannot be reaching all the way to 75 miles driven. And it was slightly, I never gonna be believing this, that we're gonna be doing this for the best time for over 3 laps. I think this is going to be the one last challenge, and I don't really think we got over 99 new messages we have just absolutely found. Because remember the last time that I just completely did something really good about for this thing? Not this. It's just absolutely for a motocross, tri-cross season on this race with some motorcycles like they're only one thing. And another race which is eventually going to be winning things a lot. I have to win so fast and really godly quick as well. And I'll be excited to reaching to the Suzuki Hayabusa as well. And I don't even expect that we'll believe that in the last lap as to do this. Now, we're still going to keep on working like this, going to really fast. Not over it for just something like this one before. And not the best work that we're just going to be trying to do. And it's not doing for just like this one. And we're just going to be getting a little bit of one trophy. And it's not going to be hopefully that eventually try to come back like this. And this is going to be the final lap as well, that we're taking for a couple of minutes like this. You don't believe this is going to be such as a 24-hour race. And by the time right behind on this second place is going to catching me up as well. I really think Suzuki Ninja is going to be literally catching up for... I don't really think that I just completely swear by Celestia as well. And this is going to be completely for such as the 24 hours of Tricross Rally as well. I think this is going to be the 24 hours of Tricross Relay once again. And this is probably, perhaps that was going to be such as more quickly like we just probably should. And how that possibly that I just ended up being stuck over here. And I hopefully that does not going to be finishing for just completely ever tried just yet. And I could not able to get back into the pits as possible, and before the sun is going to set on time. I'm probably not sure that right behind them isn't going to be just like really quick. A really terrible OP motorcycle isn't going to be catching up to me like anyways. And probably I wasn't able to end up this video for just going to be one of the basic reasons. I really try not to stay around for this for many more times. And not being something that we're going to be ended up for just around here. We're almost going to be stuck around here for just one time, that we're just completely around of this dead slow around here. I think we need to just, I don't believe that isn't going to be just like this. First off, I just completely reached over $29 million in cash. But looks like the sun is going to sun down as well once again. And probably this is going to be for such as, I think this is absolutely the last time that we just did here. Over 24 hours and probably into night once again. And another time again by the time of the finish. But probably in the end of this video, we're going into another night once again. I think this is going to be for such as the third lap on the final lap of this. Probably one thing. I hopefully that you never be able to be dislike of this video, and I'm probably that I just completely able to survive and catching up to Hayabusa as fast as possible without any season pass of their motorcycles. The track motorcycle is the part of for the season pass as well. And here comes the third lap, and we're ready to turn on the headlights on. And I'm probably very sure that we're going to be straight and head back into the pits as well. Even for such as the stage 3, I'm probably, this is going to be such as the stage 3 of this early evening. The moon has just rise over, and probably we're just going to be doing this again. I'm not sure if this is going to be the middle of the night, and we're really possibly that we're just going to do, and really straighten up fast, and we're 0.5% off for the leading trophy, about 20 laps. We just accidentally run over it. We're just going to be completely overshot like this, but almost stuck. It was just a first little mistake. I think this is absolutely for a various mistake like this, and it's probably that I just completely happened about for this thing. And if you just didn't absolutely try to say that I just keep on starting to get a little dirty around here, and things are just going to be starting to get a little bit for various stress like this, and not just like my motorcycle that we're just going to be finishing for over 24 hours like this thing. My parents are just absolutely missing, and I wasn't going to be pretty on the job like this thing. I just didn't have any jobs like this one, and I didn't really think that one question. This is going to be just like this thing, and it's absolutely the midnight is falling, and it's going to be into the dawn, I guess, before morning. I think I just see the moon sits around here, and we're not going to be changing for such as the drivers like this. And we're going to be shifting to the morning, and looks like we're going to be doing this again. I think the leg is absolutely pretty done about for this. For over 24 hours is completely finished beyond of this point. Not going up, we're just going to do not anything about here. The sun has rise, and we should do it for another race. Looks like we got almost under 39 seconds, under 40 seconds. 2 minutes and 10 seconds we got here for today. The sun has completely able to rise, but let's just completely able to change motorcycles into BMW. But we slightly keep on finishing, and the top speed of that motorcycle that we just eventually claimed up into 198 miles an hour. And I'm afraid that something in the chat filter is going on. Let's just doing another yeet, or some sort of, I really know that we're gonna be buzz. Let's just turn off the headlights off, and probably this is going to be another stage of this race. Where am I what? Probably it's gonna be 60% of this race. Hopefully this should be another 3-lap race. It's going to be a little bit pretty hard to do so, because I'm not going to find out what we really take it is. And I'll be skipping any races to do. But anything is not going to be further ado. We're going to be talking about this straight with this last video that I just took from many long things that we just probably, that I just eventually said that. And it was going to be taking for some a little bit of one step closer to the finish line that we already just got. I think we're going to be trying to finish up for any couple of laps. And recently, that is going to be recommended that these videos are going to be pretended to be live streams, and it's going to be like this, pretty possibly to do some really kind of stuff. But once I just did do my best for 39.5 seconds and over 2 minutes, that it's still completely nothing that was going to be pretty gone wrong without having for such mistakes. We got our last 2 races to go, but I swear we just fall off on the bottom and hit some kind of a weed like this. It's still for a second mistake. That's another strike, and probably this is going to be just like a stuntman ignition like this. Probably not one thing is going to be over here. It's not going to be for us such as the last 2 laps. Then we terribly mistaken to hit the weeds of this out of control motorcycle. And probably I just went back into motorcycle and start doing for a tri-cross relay. 24 hours of tri-cross relay isn't going to be pretty such as one thing of this only block on the bottom. Looks like we just did for a best thing as well by using hand brakes. And possibly that we just completely sure that we're just completely dead. Hit another one and it goes for our last 2 strikes. I think this isn't going to be something as like overall. And it's going to be just like it's going to be a little bit of all the way to the finish. Since the last heat is on our way, we're going to be finishing for our last 3 laps to go before we just claim for reward, and we're not going to be doing this again. And probably this is going to be reaching all the way to 9,300 miles we got here. And I'm slightly not sure that we're going to be completed once and for all. But it looks like it is time for our last 2 laps to go. And we're going to be completing to the end of this video for sure. And I hope you guys that you're going to be leaving a like of this video, and probably in our last 2 videos are over 15 minutes, like they're really possible. I'm probably really straining that I was wrong about for this last video. If I was probably wrong about for this thing as well, and it's keeping on doing for such as a little bit worse, that we're just always testing for some sort of a motorcycle or something. So that we just completely testing all the way for just 198 miles an hour. The white flag is in the air, and it's going to be the final lap, and that is going to be recently to the end of this video as well. We're going to be trying to take so long. It's absolutely took for many couple of last these things as well, over 80 miles an hour, and it's going to be such as the most final thing about for this thing. This is absolutely before the sun sets. We just absolutely hit that flag, and by making a huge mess about her here. And looks like it's going to be on the finish, and the checkered flag's down 40.7. 2 minutes and 4, and the final total is absolutely we're collect, and it's officially done. It's now up to for our last 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and we're going to be wrapping up for today's video. And we just slightly finish off for 20 laps to do this in the final season like this thing. I'm probably sure that we're going to be end of this. If you like for today's video for the motocross season, like the tri-cross relay by the 24 hours time like this, we're going to be seeing in the chat filter, and yes, it was absolutely English server as well. Thanks for watching, for all your support, and don't forget to leave a like on this game and subscribe to our channel and leave a like on this video as well. Thanks for watching, for all your support, and this is going to be Turbo Concept is signing off, and we're halfway to $30 million in cash is on our way. That I'll be see you mini lads all later, and it has been over 16 minutes.